Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Basic or ServiceNow Learning. So as we are done with session 1 and session 2, so in this training session 3, we are going to develop some more functionalities. So let's see what we are going to explore in this video. So as we are done with update set, catalog item form creation and catalog UI policies in session 2. So in this video, we are going to cover catalog client script and script including Glide Ajax. So let's see what exact functionality we are going to develop today. So let's move to ServiceNow Personal Developer instance. So friends, this is my ServiceNow Personal Developer instance where we have already designed the form and created the UI policy. So here I am going to demonstrate that what exact functionality we are going to develop today. So let's fill some value in it. Able tutor, yes, certification and certification cost. So as I have shown in requirement document earlier that the certification cost should have a validation that user cannot submit the form without giving value in it, and that value should be numeric value. Okay, and in certification attach, in the requirement we have already mentioned that user should not submit the request without attaching the certificate. So these are the two functionalities which we are going to develop today, that user cannot submit the form without attaching a certificate or attachment, and user have to fill numeric value in this certification cost. So let's see if I fill some string value in it, and if I say certification attached yes, and if I give additional comment test, then if user click on order now, so once user click on order now, see it is saying that please attach your past certification copy. Okay, it is giving us an alert message that we need to attach a copy in it. If I said okay, see it is not submitting the form. It means I have to attach a past copy. So here I am attaching some file in it. So here I have attached past certification copy.txt file in it. Once I click cross and then if I click on order now, see now it is giving me another alert message that is saying please enter numeric value in certification cost. See here we filled test, so it is it wants a numeric value into it. So if I say okay, so it means I have to fill numeric value over here and then I have to click order now. So this is the functionalities, two functionalities which we are going to develop in today's video. So let's see how we can develop such functionalities using catalog client script. So let's navigate to my ServiceNow Personal Developer instance, which is opened in another browser, so that we can do development for our requirement. So here we have the same instance in another browser. So let's type maintain item, as I told earlier, right? That whatever catalog item we are going to create or we are creating or we need to modify, all those items will be displayed in maintain item list. So this is the request which we have developed in session 2, right? Certification reimbursement. Let's open this. Once we open this, see we have the form which we have filled earlier. So to achieve this functionalities, what we have to do, we have to write a catalog client script. Okay. So here we have an option in catalog client script where we have a new button. So click on new button. Each and every service catalog has its own catalog client script. Okay. So here we have to validate what? First we have to validate the attachment, right? So I can say validate attachment. So as the name suggests, catalog client script. So client script are basically a JavaScript code which executes on the browser side. So here we have given the name validate attachment, and where it applies to a catalog item, then active yes, UI type, you can select any. So I have select desktop. Then we have application type catalog item. So catalog item is certification reimbursement, and the most important part is type, which says that when you want to run this script, you want to run on change. It means when any value on the field get changed, then you want to run the script which we have written over here, or on load means when the form gets load, then you want to run the script, or on submit. On submit means like when we click on order now, it means we are submitting the form. So you want to run a script when you click on order now. So we are saying yes, we want to run a script on submit. So here we have to select on submit. right? Once we click on submit, see this syntax get auto populated, right? So it means we have to write a code below. Getting my point or not? Here we have isolate script. So isolate script is like if you are doing a DOM manipulation. So if you click check over here, then it will not allow you to do any DOM manipulation. Okay, here we have applies to requested item, applies to catalog task. We will cover both these two in our upcoming requirements or in our upcoming practice task. Okay, so here we want to run only on the client side, only on the catalog form right now. So we are selecting applies on a catalog item view. Okay, so let's begin the code. So what we have to do, we have to validate the attachment. So how we can validate? So whatever attachment we are attaching in ServiceNow will get saved in sys_attachment table. Let me give you a brief of the same. See here, if I type sys_attachment.list. Okay, so here see the certificate which we have get displayed in this table, sys_attachment table. See, okay, this is having a specific table name, specific sys ID. So it means we have a data in a database. It means we have to run a server side code to get the data whether that attachment is available in ServiceNow or not. Okay, so for that what we have to run? We have to run a server side code. But here we are writing a client side script. So how it is possible to run a server side code from a client side? So the answer is using Glide Ajax class. Okay, so using Glide Ajax class we can execute server side code. So what we are going to do here is that we will write a code where we will be using a Glide Ajax and we will call a script include. And in script include we will write a code to find the data from sys_attachment table. So let's say first what we have to do, we have to find out the sys ID of a record. So sys ID of a record means, for example, we have this record. So each and every record in ServiceNow has its own sys ID, that is 32 character GUID. Okay, so which we have to fetch first. Okay, so for that what code we are going to write? Where catalog sys ID, then I am saying gel. So this catalog sys ID is basically a variable. Here I am doing a DOM manipulation where I am identifying a sys param item underscore GUID dot value. So what this particular syntax will do? This particular syntax will fetch the sys ID of a catalog items which is open in front of you. Okay. Now let's define Glide Ajax. So variable first, then Glide Ajax class, and here we have to give a name of a script include class. Okay, or the name of a script include. So let's say the script include name will be check attachment, because we have to see whether the attachment is available on the form or not. You can give any name, but you have to make sure whatever name you are giving over here, the name should be same as the script include. Okay, so here we are done with the Glide Ajax initialization. Then say GA dot add param. So here we have a syntax for the same where I am saying that sys param underscore name, and here I have to give some method name. Okay, so the method name is from the script include. It means this is a script include and this is the method we want to execute which is available in the script include. So please remember this sys param underscore name contains the method which will be executed in script include. So I am saying that I need a count. So I am saying attachment count. Okay, so this will be same as we have in the script include. So please make sure the content which we are using over here will be same in the script include. Okay, so here we have saying g add param. Here I am saying now we are done with the method name, we are now done with the script include class. Now what we have to do, through Glide Ajax we are passing a parameter to a script include. So what parameter we want to pass in a script include? We are passing a sys ID of a catalog item. We are saying to script include, please take this sys ID, please manipulate the data in server side and fetch out that whether the attachment for this catalog item is available or not. Okay, so we are doing that. So what I am going to do here is that I am saying sys param underscore catalog sys ID. You can give any name over here. Okay, for other things, not for this method. Okay, for other things, whatever parameters you are going to pass, you can define the name you want with prefix sysparam. Then I am saying that I need to pass this sysID over here. We are done with this. Now what I want to do, I want to run a synchronous glide Ajax. There are two types of glide Ajax, asynchronous and synchronous. For synchronous, what will happen, that system will wait till then he receive the value from the server side, and asynchronous system will start working and it will get the value from the backend. It will not wait for the system. Okay, so here we are using a synchronous glide Ajax because here we need a value to validate before submitting the form. So for synchronous, what we are going to use, get XML wait. Okay, so you have to learn this syntaxes. Okay, this is of like glide Ajax class or glide Ajax API. This is common for everywhere. Okay, so here we are done with this. Now where I need to store the return value from the script include. So what I am doing, I am just creating one variable over here. I am saying ga.get answer. Okay, so whatever value is returned by script include will get stored over here, and then we are saving it in a variable. Okay, so let's say the value will be returned like 1 2 3. If it is returning a value that there are one attachment, there are two attachment, so we will get a count from there. So if the count is less than 1, it means 0, means there is no attachment available in attachment table, then we are not able to submit the form. So I am saying if count is less than 1, then alert the same message which I have shown you earlier, that please provide your attachment or pass certification. So I can say please attach your pass certification. Okay, and here I am saying return false. So in catalog client script, when I am talking about on submit, if you are returning a false, it means that you don't want to submit the form or you don't want to submit the request. So after displaying the alert message, if I am saying return false, it means the form will not get submit. Okay, but if the count is greater than 1, then what will happen? Return true, means allow to submit the form. So here we are done with the catalog client script glide Ajax. Now let's save it. See, once I saved it, it is saying isolate script auto check, right? But here we are using gel. So what we have to do, we have to uncheck it and then we have to save it. I want DOM manipulation because I am fetching the ID from there and then I am asking for a sysID. So here we are done with this validate attachment, that is catalog client script. Now what we have to do, we have to create a script include for this. Okay, so here let's type script include. Under system UI or system definition, we have a script include. So click script include over here. Once you click over here, see we have lots of out of the box script include. So if you are a beginner, what you have to do, you will open all the script include one by one and see what exactly is written over there, so that you will get little exposure of the same. So here I'm going to click on new script include. So script include are basically used to store JavaScript that runs on the server side. Okay, so here the name should be same as we have given in glide Ajax. So I'm copying the name over here. I am saying, and it should be client callable because here we are writing a client side script and we want to execute it. So here we have to select the client callable checkbox checks. Once we checked it, see we have a specific syntax over here. Okay, application global, that's okay. Accessible from the application scope only, that's okay. If you want to give some description of it, you can give over here. Okay, now we have to write a script include code. So what we have to do a script include, we have to validate or we have to run a glide required query to find out that particular catalog item sysID contains any certification attachment or not. So here let's start writing. So first what we have to do, we have to create a function. So function name is mentioned in script include, that what we want to execute, attachment count. Copy and paste it over here, attachment count. Now function. Okay, here we have declared the function. Now we have to create a body of the same. So I am saying where catalog ID equals to. So I have created this variable so that I can store the value which I will be getting from this parameter, the sys ID of a catalog item. So here I am saying this dot get parameter, and here what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this particular thing and I'm going to paste over here. So this is the syntax to get the value of the parameter which is mentioned in Glide Ajax. So now we have a sys ID of a catalog item in this catalog ID variable. Now we have to run a Glide record. So let's say where gr equals to Glide record, and which table we want to run it? We want to run it sys underscore attachment table. So Glide record is used for database operations, right? So here what I'm going to do is gr.add query. So add query is basically used to filter the data from all available records. So here I'm going to give two queries. The first query is with table name, that where the table name is sc underscore cart, that is table underscore name, and the second one is the table sys id, that is table underscore sys underscore id. You can check both the name in sys underscore attachment table. Okay, so I am aware of this name, so I am directly giving a variable name over there, table underscore sys underscore id and table underscore name. Here we also have a catch. When we upload any attachment from the catalog item and not submitting the catalog item, till then the table name is sc underscore cart item. Once we submit or once we order now the item, then the table name will get changed to sc underscore request. Okay, I will display you that. So here I am writing a query that is table underscore name. So here go there and type table underscore name, and then I have to give the table name, that is sc underscore cart underscore item, right? Here now the second query is sys id, right? gr.add query, and I am saying table underscore sys underscore, let me go a little back here, that is sys id. Okay, sys id. Here we already have that value which we are getting from the Glide Ajax for the current catalog item. Here we are done with the add query. Now gr.query. Okay, now what we want from there, we want a row count, that how many attachments are over there. Let's say for this sys id currently we have one record. Okay, so we want a row count. So for that we have to use the method that is get row count in Glide record. So here I'm just going, I'm saying where, let's say attachment count like this variable, then I'm saying gr dot get row count, and I'm saying okay. So here we have created a variable over here where we are storing the row count given by this particular object. Okay, so here we are done with this. Now return what? Add count. So we are returning this value to where? We are returning this value to here. Okay, get answer. So when this function will get execute, it will return this particular add count to this add count. Okay, so we're done with this. Script include, let's save it first. So now we are done with the script include, we are done with the Glide Ajax, right? Now let's see whether the attachment functionality is working or not. So go over there and here type service catalog service open in another tab. Then under services, we have the certification reimbursement. Click over here. So before we start filling this form, I think I have missed something in catalog client script while defining this. So I have to give new over here. This is the proper way to define Glide Ajax. Okay, so I missed at that time. Okay, then save it. Okay, there was something in my mind that I missed something. So here, let's reload the form again. Now fill some values, able tutor. Here give some value, some certification name. Let's give 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, yes, and let's click on order now. So once I click on order now, see the functionality gets implemented. Okay, so in this way we can implement this attachment mandatory functionality to a catalog item. Now we have to figure out the another functionality, that is numeric value. Okay, so for again we are validating it on submit, so we will be writing a code on submit. So go here, type maintain item, because we have to write code now. Again we have to define a catalog client script, as we are already done with validate attachment. Now we are validating numeric value. So here again go to catalog client script, click on new, sorry. Now here I am saying validate. This one is a very simple one. So here I am selecting on submit again. Here I am going to write the code, means I need to validate that whether the value in the field, in which field, in this field, is numeric or not. So let's first get the value which we have in the field, certification cost equals to. So to get a value from a form is g underscore form dot get value. So here I'm saying like this. Now what it will do, it will fetch out the value which is fill in the form, and then we have to use that value. So I'm saying that if is nan, here I am using the certification cost. Okay, so what this particular isNaN will do, so this isNaN is basically used to identify that field contains the string value or not. Okay, so what this NaN will do, the NaN will identify this is a string value or not. So if it is a string value, then it will return as true. Okay, and if it is not a string value, it will return as a false. String means text value. I am talking about like ABCD, TEST. Okay, so we are using it in different form. We are saying if it is text, then return false, means do not submit the form. It means if there is TEST, ABCD, like any name over there, then return false, do not submit the form, and display alert message that please enter numeric value in the form. Let me give you example over there. Please enter numeric value in certification cost field. Okay, we are done with this. This is the only code which we have to write to validate the numeric value in the field is available or not. Let's save it. Or you can save from here as well. So we are done with both the script. So let's again open the form from here. Service catalog. Under service catalog, under services category, we have the certification reimbursement catalog item. Click over here, then select value sum like able tutor. Okay, here some value like yes. Here I'm saying, and here I'm giving certification cost as test now to validate whether functionality is working fine or not. Here I'm saying test. I'm saying order now. Once I click on order now, it is validating the certification. So this is a new form. We have not attached the certification. So that's why it is displaying as a matches. Click on OK. Attach the file first. So I'm attaching a file this time. Again, I have attached pass certification copy.txt. Earlier we also have this pass certification copy.txt. The timing was 21:51. Now I am again attaching a new one. Okay, to give you a demo that what exactly going to happen. I am done with this. I click on order now. Now if I click on order now, this is done. So this is not displaying the error message related to certification attachment. Now this is asking me that please enter numeric value. Here what we did is we have entered test. So what we have to give? Numeric value. Okay, so it means the second catalog client script which we have written for validating the numeric value is working fine. Okay, so before click on order now, I want to show you one thing which I have said earlier. Let's again refresh this underscore attachment table. See, this time we have two pass certification copy.txt. This one is the latest one. See, timing is 22:21. Okay, this one is a latest one which is having a table sysID. So as I said earlier, when we upload the certification and not submitting, then the table name is sc_cart_item. Once we order now, after attaching the certification, then see, get submit, then refresh again. Table change to sc_req_item. Okay, so this is the thing which I want to showcase you, because here when I was writing this script include, then I have used this sc_cart item, but the actual value basically saved in sc_req_item. Okay, so because of that I have written the table name as sc_cart_item, because at the time we was only validating the sys_attachment table, that whether the particular attachment is available there or not. So here we are done with both the things and our request get submitted. So we are done with catalog client script include and Glide Ajax. In the next session I will be covering workflow designing, which is one of the most important part in ServiceNow. Workflow is basically a heart of ServiceNow. Basically it defines the process, which says that how the automation will be done, how the things move from one place to another. So in session 4 we are going to cover workflow designing. So friends, whatever code I have written in script include and both the catalog client script, I will paste all those code in my website. So in case if you need the code, you can go over there and you can copy the same code from there. Okay, so friends, this is all for this video. If you think that this video is helpful for you, then please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you friends. Have a nice day. Bye bye.